Hello, hope you guys are all doing well. Another episode review for 11th November. I really like this bromance new friendship between James and Bo. I don't know what it is, but I think in my previous episode review, I've said they got chemistry, like a really good friendship chemistry, even as actors. Like, I'm pretty sure in real life, they must get along for them to perform as a really good duo together on screen. I actually love this, and I'm kind of glad they made Bo straight, and I'll explain why. Because as long as the friendship is there with him and James, forever, because obviously once we all know what happens is once, regardless of your orientation, if you get in a relationship with someone, then it just there's no guarantee their friendship's gonna be there forever. As you know, even if you don't get involved with one another in romantic wise, friendship's always there nine times out of 10. So I'm really glad, and it's not often that I say this about new characters. So, and the fact that Bo's been through a lot as well. He's lost his mother recently, and that's why he's come to the village to see what his dad is about, Tony. I like that James kind of stuck up for Tony a bit. He's in his own funny way. He's into his local politics, etc. But he does have a good heart. Bo's probably taking that in, and he seems to really respect James. They've only met for like 1 or 2 days, and they're already fishing together. I think that scene was kind of funny when Donna Marie came as well, talking about James washing. So yeah, I think they're a good duo, and I hope they don't mess it up with storylines to drive a rift between them two, because that's what I like to see. More friendships, more kind of like family unit ties. I mean, the Mercedes, the McQueens, they're trying really hard to keep their family unit together, as you can see in the picture now, where they're looking at basically a cardboard cutout of Silver, and some of them admiring it, some of them kind of weirded out by it. It's funny because Teresa, she seems like she kind of fancies Silver. I thought they were cousins, but looks like it doesn't stop the McQueens. I know Silver's not blood relative, he's adoptive, but even then, adoptive is good as own. So yeah, and I think Mercedes was kind of weirded out by it when Goldie brought the cardboard cutout. She she almost peed herself. Because it is very creepy, and I think Goldie's reaction was kind of funny as well, because she's like, I don't know, I just find Goldie kind of funny in her own comedic way. I can't really describe exactly what it is. She reminds me of one of those cartoon series. I don't know if you guys watched Arthur, DW. She reminds me of her a bit, just her mannerisms and everything, just her own funny way. But anyway, let's not divert too much. And John Paul's a bit weirded out, as you can see as well. But I personally, as I was saying earlier, I really like seeing families get along together in friendships, because that's what makes a soap. Because if everyone's separate and everyone's living for example, in their own flat, and no one's got this like family dinner or nothing, or even getting it's just a boring kind of soap. And I get that's the really reality, like everyone's kind of like drifting away from each other, like families, friendships, relationships, everything. Unfortunately it is coming to that kind of world we're in, that where that there's no sense of togetherness. I think that's what I'm trying to say. And it's a shame, really, because I don't know, and that's what it is when we watch these kind of soaps. Hollyoaks, it helps us get out of kind of reality as well, and I think we were born to be social. Some, I guess, we are different, and when I say social, guys, I mean the people we actually enjoy being around with, because there are times where you don't want to be around certain people, but because of external situations like family members and stuff and whatnot, and you have to kind of be there. But again, like I said, Hollyoaks, keep it up. If you're creating friendships, families, bringing everyone together, bringing storylines like that, and obviously having problems with their own and dealing with it internally, that would be great for us to see as viewers. And as you can see in this picture now, in the cemetery, Mercedes was paying her respects to Silver. What's his name? Sorry, Felix was doing the same with Celeste, his daughter. And then I think Felix came over to Mercedes because she was crying and offered her a tissue. I think we can all tell as viewers straight from the bat, that there's something gonna happen here. I don't really need to go any dig into it or anything, because you could just tell. And the fact that everyone knows Mercedes' reputation when it comes to men, and it's funny because she's a really good actress. I don't really understand why they've given her this reputation from the beginning, why she just jumps on any men, and the fact that she's obviously there at Silver's grave. I don't know. It just makes me think as a viewer, life is brutal. Like, you know, your wife, paying respects to you, and then obviously I'm talking about Silver, and then obviously his wife is confiding in Felix now, and don't get me wrong, it's all innocent. It looks all innocent now, and it is innocent. They did nothing wrong, but we can just tell as viewers that there's a storyline coming, that a romantic spark perhaps between these two characters. I don't know, but you can just tell. As you can see in this picture, Goldie's leaving, left the house, left the McQueen. She's off on her own way. I think she got kind of aggravated because the family are still backing Mercedes McQueen, even though she got the cardboard cut out of Silver, trying to speak to family, I guess, in her own way. But then the family kind of paid the respects to Silver just by looking at the cardboard cutout. But at the same time, they're still backing Mercedes. So I think that's what kind of frustrated Goldie a bit. The fact that even though they're managing to pay their respects to Silver in a nice way, but at the same time they're kind of backing Mercedes and offering her that family support. I get where Goldie's coming from, but at the end of the day, it's literally their direct sister, John Paul's direct sister, Nana McQueen's direct granddaughter. You can't really blame them. What else are they supposed to do? So, but I get it's a tough situation for the McQueens, because obviously Mercedes' son left Silver to die, and Silver is actually Goldie's brother. And he not only that, he treated everyone, all the McQueens, like his own, and he was really there for her, even if all the other McQueens weren't there for each other. So I think that's what Goldie's finding it very, very difficult, because she knows exactly how loyal Silver was. And the fact that earlier I've said, Mercedes now confiding in Felix, unfortunately that storyline just looks like it's about to happen sooner than later, because knowing Mercedes' track record, it's going to happen very soon. She's going to come on to she's going to come on to Felix, all the other way around, and she's going to accept it. It just seems like she's one of those people that can't be single and live by herself. She always has to be with someone. That's how all Hollyoaks have always portrayed her. I want to finally wrap up by talking about Imran first. A bit of a sad situation. They're delicate as well. He's got eating disorder, and it's all. I know Hollyoaks have done it in the past, but I'm kind of glad they're doing it again, because you kind of need to, because it's not going away in general. This eating disorder that people may develop, because it's an ongoing thing for a lot of people. And as generations move on, the new generation, some of them will have the eating disorder issue as well, or body dysmorphia, whatever you want to call it. It's a mental illness, and again, Hollyoaks have always been great at that. Honestly, I think they've done it previously with Hannah. I don't know if you guys remember Hannah, Reese's sister. This was more than a decade ago. And they done it with someone else as well, I reckon. I think I forgot the character. But anyway, I think Imran is lucky he's got Juliet on his side. Juliet's noticed he's hiding the cookies. So, yeah, I think also, aside from all that, I think the gunfight they had, the playing with the play guns, that was really exciting. I think it's bringing that sense of fun and funness and that youth in Hollyoaks. I think a great episode overall, honestly. That's a wrap, so I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for listening, guys. Peace.